There's some great deals in this year's Steam Autumn Sale, and it seems like a bit of a short one, ending on October 6th, so there's limited time to find them. I've put together a list of some of the best RPG deals for you, so you don't have to go digging around, and we'll start off with Code Vein. Code Vein is a great Souls-like from Bandai Namco that adds a bit of anime to the Souls style of game. If you're into difficult combat with some challenges that make you want to pull your hair out, an anime style, and the ability to customize your character's loadout as you play, you might be interested in this one. And right now, for the Steam Autumn Sale, it is at a very low price of $5.99, so definitely check this one out. Greedfall is a bit of an interesting one. It almost feels like old school BioWare in some ways. It has a third-person action combat, some romance elements, and an interesting world to go through. That being said, it's also lower budget than any of those BioWare games, so don't expect the highest production values. There's a bit of jank to it, but it's probably one of Spider's best games so far. You can find it on the Steam Autumn Sale for $3.49. I don't know that Hades really needs much introduction, but I'll do it anyway. Hades is an action RPG from the same team that did Bastion and Transistor, and it is one of the best roguelikes out there. They managed to use the roguelike format to push forward the story in this really interesting way. It has a sequel that just released into its 1.0 version that has been hitting 9s and 10s in basically every review. Definitely one people should check out. Now you can get the game for only $6.24 on the Steam Autumn Sale, so go buy it. This game is well worth the price. Like a Dragon is one of the newer games in the Yakuza series, which in Japan has always been called Like a Dragon, but this time the game is heavily inspired by Dragon Quest. So instead of action combat, they switched it up in a really cool way, making it fully turn-based, and it's a really solid combat system too, but that's not all it does. Like a Dragon has so many things to do, like mini games, so many people to meet, and it's just a great game if you love stories and RPGs. This is one you have to go check out. Right now on the Steam Autumn Sale, you can pick it up for $9.99. Nioh is one of the Souls-like games that a lot of people have praised. It has a style that feels a bit more fast-paced, a little bit of hack and slash while still feeling similar in many ways to the Souls series. The third game in the series has just been announced, so this would be a good time to give the series a shot, especially since it's on sale for a very good price. You can get the complete edition for only $7.49 for the autumn sale. Tales of Arise is the latest game in the Tales series and switches things up quite a bit, especially in the visuals department, bringing the series up to the modern era in terms of graphical fidelity. Tales has always been about its cast of characters, and that continues in Tales of Arise. The combat's a lot of fun, and although it isn't necessarily smooth sailing all the way through, as some people have complained about the later parts of the game, I definitely say it's worth checking out, especially now that you can do that at the price of $9.99. Final Fantasy in general is having a bit of a nice sale for the Steam Autumn Sale, so I won't necessarily go through each game, but I will give you all the prices really quick so you have an idea of where they're at. You can get Final Fantasy VIII Remaster at $7.99, Final Fantasy IX at $8.39, Final Fantasy XIII $6.39, and Final Fantasy VII $4.79. So of those, if you're only going to pick one or two, I would definitely recommend Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy IX. They hold up very well, and keep in mind that Final Fantasy VII is the original version. This isn't the remake, but it's a great game that's well worth a playthrough regardless of whether it's the remake or the original. Final Fantasy XIII on Steam has had some issues in the past. Not sure if they fixed those, but at $6.39, I would say it could be worth looking into. Just make sure that the issues are fixed before you drop the money. So, there you go. Those are some really good sales, and there's limited time, like I said, but a lot of these games tend to go on sale. So if you missed out on this, maybe you see this video later, there should be another opportunity to get them at a good price, something very similar, or maybe even a better price. So I do videos on RPGs of all kinds. If you love those, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.